In just a few minutes, President Obama will leave the White House and drive 2 miles up here to Capitol Hill in a driving rain to make a rare address to a joint session of the House and Senate, just the 5th of his presidency. At the top of this hour, he will lay out his latest plan for creating jobs. The stakes are high. Unemployment is chronic, stuck around 9% for the last 2 years, and the nation is experiencing the worst recovery from a recession in its history. We have a team of correspondents covering this story. First, Chief White House correspondent Norah O'Donnell, who broke the news here last night that the president's plan is much larger than anyone knew. Norah?
Good evening, Scott. And it's called simply the American Jobs Act. And as we first reported, it's going to cost over $400 billion. Now, more than half of that will be tax cuts, including breaks for companies that hire new workers, and it will cut payroll taxes in half for every working American and for every small business. Now, the plan includes over $100 billion in new infrastructure spending to help rebuild and modernize schools and roads. And finally, there's money to help the unemployed get back to work and aid to state and local governments. Now, according to excerpts, the president will challenge Congress to get to work, saying the question is whether in the face of an ongoing national crisis, we can stop the political circus and actually do something to help the economy. He will also insist his plan will provide a jolt to an economy that has stalled and give companies confidence that if they invest and hire, there will be customers for their products and services. And you might wonder, Scott, how can America afford this plan? Well, the president insists that it will be paid for with future deficit reduction. But what that means is that super committee in Congress that is already tasked with finding $1.5 trillion in deficit reduction now has to come up with another $400 billion in savings.
Thank you, Norah.